Legendary.
Hey guys, got a Brig video from Ogsbro. Going to talk a little bit about Brig meta stuff, as well as try to review some of the plays in here. I want to just jump into the comps to have a little discussion about the meta. So, Brig synergizes well with Zen because she can apply the repair pack underneath his shield. And the reason that's good is because when his shield goes down, it can regenerate itself, thus leaving the armor intact. So like, here's his health bar. Let's say the pink is his health. Great drawing. There's his health, there's the armor applied from the Brigitte, and here is the Zen shield. When Zen takes chip damage, his shield goes down, but it will regenerate itself. If his armor goes down, it does not regenerate itself. So you'll see, as long as he can keep above his shields, he'll have just this big massive health pool, essentially. So Brig synergizes well with Zen. She can keep him up longer, and Zen is just gonna essentially be another DPS in your comp if you're running triple support. Because when you run the Mercy as a third support, say hypothetically we didn't have this random Junkrat, instead we had Mercy. What Mercy would do to this comp is obviously provide the res and the main healing role, but you'd also be able to damage boost the Hanzo during the Graviton combos, which will usually negate the transcendence from the enemy Zen. To be clear, boosted Dragon Strike will not kill through trance. It mostly just negates it. So as long as you're still pushing over the top with like some melee damage, you'll secure the kills. But if you're not doing anything else than boosted Dragon Strike, they're not gonna die. So you gotta make sure your whole team's in on that grav. Anyways, you don't have a Mercy, you have a Junkrat. Reasons Junkrat isn't going to be good in this game is because they switch to Zarya almost immediately, and they're going to farm energy off of the Junkrat spam. The reason Hanzo's super meta right now is he can now be a reliable DPS, much like a soldier would be in the past, except he, post-nerf, he can still put out even more damage. He's more mobile now. He even has a disengage if things get dicey, you know. Hanzo's just really good right now. And he combos well with Zarya, which combos well with Ryan Brig. So, anyways, just kind of give you an idea of where the synergy lies in a lot of these more deathball-y comps. Obviously, we're not running all that. We got Ana, we got Junkrat. Just a quick play game, but just wanted to cover that. So, jump into it, talk a little bit about Brig simultaneously. This is post first fight. I think you guys lost it and then retook pretty quickly. So, Brigitte. Brigitte is a tank and a support, and partially a DPS. She's very supportive in the way she's played. She's a reactive character, not to be played like a DPS. But she has to be played in the front line to keep Inspire up. You have to keep Inspire up to be effective. You're not healing using your repair kit. Your repair kit is just to save a teammate or to make a power play, but you want to keep Inspire up. That is how you keep the heals going, and that's how you make value out of Brigitte. But to keep Inspire up, you got a frontline. To frontline, you need a Ryan, because Ryan's going to enable you to frontline because he's a melee hero with a shield. Orisa is not going to enable you to frontline as much because she has a shield, but she's ranged. She dishes out a lot of poke damage, which is not something Brigitte can do. Brigitte cannot poke from range, and when she's forced to be at range, her Inspire is not going to be up, which essentially renders her ineffective. So, hopefully that kind of gives you a mental picture as to why Brigitte is so good with Ryan. And when you couple these two, You add Zarya, you add Hanzo, and it's a really good synergy. Zarya can build energy off of the Rein than the frontline play so easily. Like, for those of you who don't know, I'm pretty much a Zarya main, and between Brigitte and Rein, like, I always have somebody I can bubble to get 40 energy for free. As long as I'm being smart about when I do it, there's no reason I shouldn't have less than 40 energy at least.
I think it was. Yeah, it was. We all hit the exact same millisecond.
So I don't know if I mentioned it, but another reason Hanzo's good is because his damage is precise, it's controlled, and it's measured. So when the enemy is bubbling, you can just look away. Unlike Junkrat, who is spamming. He's spamming the grenades around corners, bouncing off walls. It's free energy for Zarya. Whereas Hanzo can deny that by just being a little smart. Honestly, and the Doomfist is messing you guys up. So I think your comp is good, but I would just... It's Junkrat. Needs to like switch to McCree or something. You need like a flashbang or like a Discord, I don't know, something to just make that Doomfist life a little bit more difficult, and then these fights become easier. Another thing I noticed as the game progresses, and now that they have Zarya, they're winning the shield wars, which doesn't make sense because you have a Junkrat, but they're winning the shield wars, and Taurus is dying first a lot before the other Rein. So adjustments to make: bubble Taurus more as Zarya, and stay with Taurus more as Brigitte. You guys are kind of just scrambling in some of these fights, trying to frontline 3 different lines at once. Remember, you're playing Death Ball.
Really fast. There's always at 100 charge.
I know the Junkrat's not helping, but you gotta make do. At least try to push with the Junkrat so you can utilize that spam to find an opening. Utilize that spam to what's the word I'm looking for? Bully the Rein. There we go. I love that skin. I guess I can fast forward. Alright. Run library, very good death ball stage. Lots of, all about like zone denial and area control here. You want to deny the main choke in the front, but you also want to be far enough back where they can't flank you from the high ground. You got to kind of get a nice balance. Here they come. Rein should be dead. Rein should have died already. People are not focusing on one target. You guys are kind of just shooting whatever you want. Terrapin runs in, wild purple with no energy, and then almost dies. You guys definitely have some synergy you could work on between the 3 of you. That would definitely help in these fights. That's not to say that Ogsbro doesn't get some nice ass shield bashes like that. That was great. That was really good. That was a good rally. You're not using rally in a dire situation, which is good. So rally gives you 15 armor every half a second for 10 seconds. That is up to 100 armor. So essentially it's 30 armor every second. So it's not something you want to do super reactively. It's something you want to do slightly preemptively, like right before a fight, kind of like a Mercy Valk. So it's a good dynamic to remember. You never want to use rally when you hear a bunch of ults getting fired off, because chances are you're not going to be able to put that armor out fast enough to negate the damage your team is taking, and you're probably just going to waste the ult. I think this is the one you guys win, just because
bad idea. Did it anyway.
Do you even have grab? Oh, you use grab. Nice. There's the dragon.
Oh, because they just used trance.
Alright, so next stage, it's 1-1. I think this is a good part to highlight where you guys kind of just get beat down and outplayed and lose the shield wars, and you're already taking massive amounts of damage. Little extended here. This Ryan's about to go crazy. He's probably halfway to ult. He's got a full shield. This is not okay. He's still got his shield. Horse is dead because they were just sustaining for too long and they won the fight. I mean, a lot of that is your Junkrat's fault, not gonna lie. Like with these comps, you gotta win the shield wars. That's the go button, you know? And if you have a Junkrat and you can't win a shield war, what are you winning? You're winning nothing. You're losing the shield war and you're feeding energy? Like, you're just losing. Straight up. See anything else about Brigitte? Obviously her shield bash can pretty much negate anything and interrupt almost anything. So you guys get comboed here. We all know the combo. Nothing much else to say there. You don't have a Zen ult to stop it, so you're dead. So you can't shield bash a rocketing Doomfist, but you can shield bash a charging Rhine. You can shield bash anyone who's charging an ultimate. You can shield bash like a Lucio who's about to drop the beat. You can shield bash a Rhine who's about to Earth Shatter. Like if you're nearby and you hear that hammer, boom, shield bash him, it'll cancel the ult. Like, Brigitte's such a reactive character that while her kit itself doesn't require a lot of skill to get down, ultimately tracking abilities is going to be where that skill ceiling goes up. Because I keep saying she's super reactive because she can negate ults, much like D.Va used to be. That's why you see so many D.Va players playing Brigitte, because they are so good at keeping track of all the abilities on the field, and they just have that sixth sense that like a D.Va player would have, and that is crucial to playing Brigitte because you're constantly peeling and reacting to the enemy team's rotations. So yeah, honestly the Junkrat should have swapped a while ago. You guys kind of just got outplayed. Standard quick play stuff. I'm glad I got to talk about Brigitte though. Thank you for the VOD, Ogsbro. Yeah. We've been playing dive for like a year straight, so this is good. This is good to see. We're getting better at this stuff. Obviously we have a lot more to learn. Just because it's not something we've had to run in recent times, and all my analysis has been so focused on dive, it's kind of refreshing to change it up a little here. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I hope you learned something.